guys, it's Angel here. You guys might not know me, but you will very soon. Beware, disclaimer upon this. There's lots of mature content, and when I mean mature, I mean really mature. I hope you guys, these are for the people that don't care for Valentine, or if you do, who knows? Just as long as you guys know, it's gonna be a treat. See you soon.
Now, chapter 13. 2 chapters away, y'all. Here we go. Yeah, I'm doing a little dance. It's like, nah.
You doing the Calvin dance?
Nah. All right,
your intro.
Oh yeah, shit, my intro.
What would you do without me?
I don't know. Foster gamer. And I got with me Angel.
Oh god. Hi guys.
I think that's probably the most enthusiastic I've done an intro. It's like all the other ones have been cool, and then I'm just like,
it's the final 2 chapters. I'm actually very curious. I actually am very curious of what you guys think. In the prediction video, if you guys did watch it, or if you didn't, we actually did a little prediction video, like guessing what will happen in this novel. I really want to hear your comments and then watch this one.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, you can just like not watch that video and watch this one and put your comments down below, but I'm very curious of how you guys think this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Before watching it, because come on, let's not cheat.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy when I have a whole bunch more subscribers and they actually watching this, and they was probably be like, "Yo, he used to really think he was not big time."
We're so humble.
Chapter 13. The thought of taking the car was tempting after she had made her sudden request, but I quickly remembered that I needed to find a payphone. Since a car would be more of a hindrance in my search, I decided to walk instead. I took care of her business first, although I wasn't sure which brand she used. Wait, he actually got her? I thought he was gonna run. Wait.
No, he wanted to call.
Alright, shit. Then came the search for a payphone. For obvious reasons, I didn't want to call directly from her phone or even mine. If worse come worse, I at least wanted to have some options left. At least in our current situation, it would have been pure suicide to give away our only advantage. Our advantage is. But man, it's got harder and harder to find a payphone these days. Still, I found one in the end, but it took me a lot longer than I first anticipated. Yeah, payphones are really dead now.
Yeah, they are.
I browsed the contact list, desperately searching for a name that somehow eluded me. I was sure I remembered the moment I saw it, though. Ah, there it is. Fanny, her roommate. She should know the number of Cassandra's boss. Or maybe if we're lucky, she hasn't told him about Cass' disappearance yet. I know there's no possible way for Cass to get back in time for her next shift tomorrow. But if I can be persuasive enough, then just maybe I can convince the boss that I can shoulder her debt. After all, even though we did try to escape, the only thing this man really wants is money. I just need to know how much.
Boy, you should have done this beforehand. Like, I'm sorry. I'm very frustrated. I'm super frustrated.
No, you're reading my mind. You're good. You're reading my mind. I'm thinking the same thing as you were saying it. I'm like, what?
I'm so sorry for your audience. Like, dude, we've been literally saying this shit since like what, chapter 4, 5? Probably like chapter 6. Like, you had the fucking means. Why? I guess because he didn't care at that point, but Whatever. Let's continue. I'm sorry. I'm derailing this.
I'm telling you, she's about to be like who and what. I bet you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you go for it.
Oh, hello?
After 3 rings, she answered. Hi, Fanny. This is no, I'm just kidding. This is Cassandra's roommate. What the fuck? Hi, is this Cassandra's roommate?
Yes, yeah, it's me. Who's speaking?
Huh? Oh, I'm John, one of her clients.
Her client? Didn't know she's selling things.
No, well, would you mind giving me the number of her boss? There's something really important I need to speak to him about.
Her boss? Who's that? Sorry, but she's not here right now. She told me she was going on a trip to Vegas alone. Can you believe it? She could at least have invited me. Not that I have the time, but come on, she's not considerate, right? Anyway, you would have better chances by calling her directly. Bye now.
Wait a minute. She told you she was going on a trip alone? When?
When? I don't know. She sent me a text on Friday night. I think saying she was going somewhere and then another one the day right after or something like that. I'm not so sure.
Friday night, it was the night we first eloped. To think she was able to send a text while sitting next to me and without me noticing. That's impossible, but still.
Anyway, if that's everything, I have other things to do, so...
Wait, I need to know one last thing. Because the way she talks about it almost seems like... That was like the weakest... Oh, wow. Her lie I tried to believe.
Oh, really?
I don't know why or when, but I started to run. I ran frantically, like I was at a track meet, to the motel room. I had this ominous feeling boiling down the depths of my gut that I couldn't just ignore. Why did she lie to me? And how? In answer to my question, her roommate, she answered,
"What the fuck? A prostitute? Is this supposed to be some kind of sick joke or something? Sorry, I don't know who you are, but Cass isn't the type of girl, okay? Neither nor anyone else could make me think otherwise. Now, if you'll excuse me."
Cassandra isn't a prostitute? But that can't be true. But that can't be true. I've seen her working. She's never denied it. Why was she trying to make me believe something like that? Because she's been following you the whole time, nigga. Like, yo, this is what I'm... Oh my god. And now... But how can I even confront her with everything I've done to her? Why she lied to me? I feel anger welling up inside of me. I know I ignore her until she can't take it anymore. And when she's about to cry her heart out from loneliness, I'll force her to tell me everything. That's the best way to make her suffer without hurting her. She's so dependent on me. She won't be able to bear it for long. Soon enough, she'll tell me everything, and then she'll ask me to forgive her with the seductive way where she uses to ask me for everything. Those eyes, them smiles, her lips, that ass, her everything. I'll accept, of course, and then she'll feel indebted to me. That's when I'll ask her. That's when I'll ask her too. Why did I try to push her away from me? I don't understand anything anymore. Why did she lie to me? Why am I this way? Why am I scared? Why are they reading my words? Because Tim's what we do. At last, I'm in the front door. I'm just about to open when I know something strange. A plastic bag is wrapped tightly around the door handle. What? I almost ripped it off, but then I stopped midway. I feel there's a reason why it's here. Also, it's not like I have any time to deal with something this so annoying. Open the door, leaving the bag on the handle intact. My eyes drop to the ground. I need to ignore. I walk extremely slowly, reluctantly to the middle of the room. For some reason, I start shaking uncontrollably. That's when I know something peculiarly lying on the table and focus instinctively on it. What? It started raining. There must have been holes in the shitty roof since it suddenly started leaking onto the table. I think this is you.
Oh, she's a fucking con artist! I'm sorry.
I almost hear, but I don't want to hear. This is fake.
I lied to you.
An annoying noise, as if someone is slowly opening and closing the oily door over and over again.
But I did love you.
I see her move from the corner of my eyes, but I don't want to see her. I must ignore her. What?
I love that boy who, in 3rd grade, had difficulty running as fast as the other. I loved the courageous little boy who, in front of the whole class, declared he would one day run faster than every one of them. I wanted to encourage that boy, but it seems the method I used to encourage him was only rubbed him the wrong way. Soon he became cold to my words, and even to my stares. I realized that the only way to be accepted by that boy was to look at him in the same fashion he looked at me. So soon enough, I learned to hate him as much as he hated me, even though I loved him. So, I gave my everything. I wanted to answer the boy's feelings with my own. Soon he became my whole world. I existed solely to beat him. I existed solely to take things away from him. And for a time, it worked. But I was noticing it. I was noticing the fact that he was creeping closer and closer to me. Obviously, taking things away from someone means you also accept things to be taken away from you. Less than a year after we graduated elementary school, he was beating me at running. Even though I ran every night, even though I spent most of my weekends practicing, he beat me as if it was nothing. It was extremely frustrating. I was supposed to be happy about it, wasn't I? I mean, wasn't it exactly what I wanted for him? But he became popular. The ace of the basketball team. He was so special, I'm sure he didn't notice it himself. I was so jealous. But at least I still had something. He was only good at sports, whereas I was good at my studies as well. Surely he wouldn't be able to take this away from me. But then he quit basketball. Why? I loved watching him play so much. Then I realized he was coming for that too. He was coming to take this away from me too. But if he takes it away from me, for what reason will he keeps on looking at me the way he's been doing all this time? There's none. The moment he takes this away, I'll have nothing left to show for myself. This thing that we have together, this rivalry, will no longer exist. I did everything I could. After all, I existed solely to beat him. And that's exactly what I was trying to do. But there's no way I couldn't actually win. If he set himself to do something, he will surely succeed without a shadow of a doubt. I foresaw my my loss long before it arrived. So before it happened, I tried to shake him off a little. We were in high school by then, and lots of boys declared their love to me. I decided to accept one of them, although I had no interest in him. I wanted to see if I would at least affect that boy. Because if I did, it would mean that I still had something. But it didn't. At first I thought it had worked, but when he approached me, it was for something completely unrelated. It was because he had beaten me in the midterms. He probably didn't want to accept it, but he did win. And at that point, I fully given up. He didn't even see me as a woman. He saw me as a wall to scale. So I did the only thing left for me to do. I quit school before the next exam week to make sure he never takes this rivalry completely away from me before he could climb that wall, so to speak. You see, I didn't lie about the fact that my father had a lot of money, but I did lie about the fact that he lost it all. So not going to school anymore wasn't such a big deal for me. I could become whatever I wanted, but I didn't want to become anything. I kept on observing the boy from afar. He graduated and started college. If I hadn't given up, I would have been right next to him, but obviously I wasn't. I given up in order to fulfill a purpose of my existence, and that purpose, it was still not achieved yet. Oh my fucking god. Because I existed solely to take things away from him. Oh my fucking god, she's a con artist! Fucking hell, yes! Oh, of course, that's why she was so cold. And so easily cheerful and non-cheerful at the same time. Fuck. It was fairly easy to approach his friend. The moment I explained my wanting to meet with him again, he accepted quite readily. The night went exactly as I planned. Soon enough, I was alone with the boy. He had those eyes, those same eyes he always had, sad eyes. I tried my best to appeal to him. I looked at him mischievously, touching him whenever I could. I even tripped up for that very purpose. As expected, he finally reacted to it. He was a man after all. I almost had him. Almost. But he refused me still. I had no idea why. Was I not to his liking? Maybe it was because he still hated me. Maybe it was because I looked too pure. Because I still didn't look like a woman. For the next 2 years, I tried to approach him coincidentally multiple times, but every time he ran away or simply ignored me. Even if I changed the way I dressed or the way I walked, he never even looked at me. I was nothing in his eyes. I almost gave up. But then I noticed that he went out of his way to a certain bar to meet with one of his clients, a hostess bar. Instantly, the idea came to me. Why not? I knew that sometimes came on a Thursday, so as long as I was able to work on that day, I would eventually meet him, and he would no longer be held back by his guilty conscience. Seeing as I'm a hostess of all things, with enough appeal, he would surely give in. Fucking hell. I wanted him to look at me as a woman. I wanted him to want me. I wanted him to suffer like he had made me. So I started working at the bar, but only on Thursdays. Waited for his inevitable appearance, and contrary to some belief, I could choose if I wanted to lay with a certain client or not. On the third week, he finally came. I noticed him right away. Sure enough, I made sure I served him. I played with my hair, teased him, and smiled brightly whenever I could. Finally, he cracked. And after that night, I had him. From then on, it was a piece of cake. He was so gentle, too gentle. That was his downfall. I created a story to go along with the fact that I was a prostitute, so as to stir up commotion in him. And on our 7th meeting, I even beat myself to make him react irrationally. That's right. Since the very beginning, it was all my fault. I manipulated him, I played with him, and planned the whole ordeal. I'm so disgusting. Then he brought me to Las Vegas. Every time he disappeared for even a minute or two, I would start up a conversation with complete strangers. All of this was to make him jealous. It worked, for the most part. Then yesterday, I even dropped a business card on the floor, a fake business card. And he was really pissed. He shouted at me before drinking himself to sleep. Damn, you were right, Faust. And while he slept, I hit my head on the wall, just so he would think he's done it himself. Just a minute ago, he said it to me. He said that he loved me. I made him love me. A gentle boy, and I existed solely to take things away from him. How horrible am I? May he wish we'd never crossed paths in this world. I took away his job. I took away his girlfriend, and I almost took away his life. Now, let me even take away his love. Your turn.
I crush the sheet of paper in my hand. Anger like I've never felt before rises up inside of me. The rain has become frantic. I can no longer control it. I looked at her. She's moving ever so slightly. My predictions are too...
Yeah, you're definitely putting a disclaimer on this.
But this movement is out of her control. It's the fault of this damn cord. This damn cord that's tied around her neck. There are so many things I need to tell her. So many, yet only one single thing comes out of my mouth. You stupid liar.
What the fuck?
Never did. No kidding. Yo, I told you. I knew it.
I'm so furious.
The whole mafia thing was a lie. I thought she was lying about loving him. It's kind of half. She kind of half did, half didn't.
Her lie. Her lie I tried to believe.
But yeah, ain't that something? No, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Because I thought like she didn't love him. I was a little bit wrong on that. She kind of did. She just wanted to take everything from him though.
Yeah. Fucking
so she had to love him in order to take. Yeah, so technically she lied about loving him, but she learned to love him and all that in order to take his love away from
from him.
But it couldn't just be like a genuine fake thing because Tim would have been smart enough to see through it.
She had to put her whole force in it.
Yeah, she really had to love Tim in order. Oh my god.
Oh, this is so twisted. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, but what happened to Tim then?
I'm pretty sure Tim just lived life the way he usually do.
But think about it. The only fucking girl he actually opened Semi up to ruined the love forever for him. Fucking hell.
I mean, technically, to a point, yeah. I mean, it depends on how Tim responds to this. Like, he could just be like, on to the next one, or he could just
think about it, because he actually did sort of semi-care for her. He was warming up to her. Didn't you see that?
Yeah, nah, he really did.
So he technically took the small bit of humanity he had left and fucking destroyed it.
No, I didn't think about it that way. So yeah, he might, for now, what? he might not never love again.
Because think about it, he was technically a shell, a robot. He was doing things literally mechanically. He didn't feel shit. He didn't feel anything for the friend. He didn't feel anything for people he met. The only person that felt something, like indifference to, besides being annoyed, is her. And then he started to semi-care for her well-being. She literally took his humanity away. Holy fuck, the little he had left. Yes, it was buried really, really deep down, but she fucking did it. Oh, holy hell.
That's nuts. Yep, yeah. So with that, thank y'all for watching. Catch y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you, bye.
Peace.
No matter where